delve into the darker side of the sporting world, where the allure of victory has occasionally led athletes to skirt the rules. This video unravels the stories of 15 such athletes, each ensnared by the compulsion to win at all costs. Number 1. Lance Armstrong, doping in cycling. Lance Armstrong, once a shining beacon in the world of professional cycling, witnessed a startling downfall as a result of a doping scandal that rocked the sports world. Armstrong's name is now synonymous with one of the most extensive and organized doping schemes in the history of sports. Armstrong's journey began auspiciously. He won the World Road Race Championship in 1993, followed by several stage victories in Europe's leading cycle races. His winning streak continued as he battled and beat testicular cancer, then astoundingly returned to win the prestigious Tour de France an unprecedented 7 times from 1999 to 2005. It was a fairy tale story, an awe-inspiring narrative of resilience and determination. Armstrong was a hero, an icon, and a source of inspiration for millions worldwide. However, beneath the glowing facade of success, a clandestine operation was in motion. Armstrong, along with his U.S. Postal Service team, was involved in what the United States Anti-Doping Agency, USADA, later described as the most sophisticated, professionalized, and successful doping program that sport has ever seen. Armstrong's defense crumbled under the weight of the undeniable evidence. In a shocking twist, he confessed to the charges in a televised interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2013. He admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs and techniques to win all 7 of his Tour de France titles. The fallout was monumental. Armstrong received a lifetime ban from all sports that follow the World Anti-Doping Agency Code. He was stripped of all his titles and awards from August 1998 onwards, including his 7 Tour de France titles. His confession tarnished his legacy, brought disgrace to the sport he once dominated, and left his fans worldwide feeling betrayed. Lance Armstrong's story serves as a stark reminder of the insidious nature of cheating in sports. It casts a spotlight on the tremendous pressures athletes face to perform, pushing some towards methods that compromise the integrity of sport. Armstrong's fall from grace underscores the devastating personal and professional consequences of resorting to such measures. Number 2. Ben Johnson, steroids in sprinting. The 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul is remembered not only for the thrilling athletic feats, but also for the spectacular downfall of a sprinting superstar, Ben Johnson. Known for his incredible speed, Johnson's lightning-fast 100-meter dash with a world record timing of 9.79 seconds remains one of the most memorable moments in the history of athletics. However, this remarkable achievement was soon overshadowed by a steroid scandal that resulted in Johnson's disqualification and suspension. Born in Jamaica and later immigrating to Canada, Johnson quickly established himself as a dominant force in sprinting. Under the guidance of coach Charlie Francis, Johnson honed his skills and elevated his performances, gradually rising to the pinnacle of sprinting. His rivalry with American sprinter Carl Lewis was the stuff of legend, adding fuel to the fire of competition. At the Seoul Olympics, Johnson's phenomenal race left viewers in awe. He left his competitors, including Lewis, in his dust as he crossed the finish line, setting a new world record. His moment of glory, however, was fleeting. Within 3 days of his triumphant race, Johnson tested positive for stanozolol, an anabolic steroid, triggering one of the most significant scandals in Olympic history. The revelation sent shockwaves through the sporting world. Johnson was stripped of his gold medal, his world record annulled, and he received a 2-year ban from athletics. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, awarded the gold medal to Carl Lewis, who had finished second. Johnson's positive test cast a dark shadow over the Olympics and sparked widespread debates about doping in sports. Johnson's scandal was a watershed moment in sports history, forcing the authorities to confront the doping issue head-on. It led to stricter regulations and more sophisticated drug testing protocols to curb doping. However, it also raised ethical questions about fair competition and the lengths athletes might go to for victory. Johnson's fall from grace was not just the downfall of a sprinting superstar, but a sobering revelation of the deep-seated issue of doping in sports. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the severe consequences of cheating, both for the individual athlete and the reputation of sports in general. It underscores the importance of integrity and fair play, values that are integral to the spirit of sports. Number 3. Marion Jones, performance-enhancing drugs in athletics. The tale of Marion Jones is one of exceptional athletic prowess, marred by a subsequent downfall due to a doping scandal. As a track and field athlete, Jones dominated her events with a blend of power, speed, and grace, earning accolades and setting records that highlighted her as a shining star. However, her storied career was tarnished when she admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs. Jones's career skyrocketed early on. In the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney, she became the first woman to win 5 track and field medals in a single Olympics, securing 3 golds and 2 bronzes. This feat propelled her to international stardom and made her one of the most celebrated female athletes of her time. Yet, her accomplishments started to come under scrutiny in 2004 when the United States Anti-Doping Agency, USADA, launched an investigation into the Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative, BALCO. BALCO was suspected of supplying anabolic steroids to elite athletes, and Jones's name surfaced during the investigation. The spotlight soon turned on her, casting a shadow of doubt over her glittering achievements. The fallout was swift and severe. Jones was sentenced to 6 months in prison for perjury. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, and other athletics bodies stripped her of her Olympic and World Championship medals and records dating back to September 2000. She also received a 2-year ban from track and field competitions. These penalties effectively marked the end of her professional career. Jones's downfall was a significant blow to the world of athletics. Her legacy, once defined by her tremendous speed and athletic prowess, was irreversibly tarnished. Her story became a prominent symbol of the issue of performance-enhancing drugs in sports and the drastic measures some athletes take in the pursuit of victory. Jones's tale underscores the importance of integrity and honesty in athletics, and the devastating personal and professional consequences when these values are compromised. Her story serves as a reminder of the indelible stain doping leaves on the athlete's career, the sport, and the spirit of fair competition. Number 4. Tonya Harding, conspiracy in figure skating. Tonya Harding's name is etched in the annals of sports history, not for her remarkable accomplishments on the ice, but for her involvement in one of the most scandalous incidents in the world of figure skating. Harding, a former U.S. national champion and 2-time Olympian, is primarily remembered for her association with the 1994 attack on fellow skater Nancy Kerrigan. Harding's early career was filled with promising feats. In 1991, she earned distinction by becoming the first American woman to land a triple axel in competition, one of the most challenging jumps in figure skating. However, her career took a notorious turn in 1994 when her main competitor Kerrigan was attacked. In January 1994, an assailant clubbed Kerrigan's knee with a baton during a practice session at the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Detroit. The attack was traced back to Harding's ex-husband, Jeff Gillooly, and her bodyguard, Sean Eckhart. They had orchestrated the attack to eliminate Kerrigan from the competition and enhance Harding's chances of securing a place on the U.S. Olympic team. In June 1994, the United States Figure Skating Association, USFSA, conducted an independent investigation. The evidence was damning. Harding was stripped of her 1994 U.S. Championships title and banned for life from participating in USSSA-run events as a skater or coach. The Tonya Harding saga was a startling departure from the usual doping scandals that often mar professional sports. It highlighted how the desire to win could lead athletes to participate in unscrupulous actions off the field. The incident left an indelible mark on figure skating, transforming Harding into a notorious figure in the sport. Tonya Harding's story is a glaring example of how a relentless pursuit of victory, when coupled with questionable ethics, can lead to catastrophic consequences. Her involvement in the scandal serves as a stark reminder of the importance of fair play, integrity, and sportsmanship in maintaining the sanctity of sports. Number 5. Alex Rodriguez, steroids in baseball. Alex Rodriguez, also known as A-Rod, was one of the most numerous accolades, including the 2011 National League Most Valuable Player, MVP award. However, Braun's celebrated career took a hit in 2011 when he tested positive for elevated testosterone levels. Initially, Braun successfully appealed the test result on a technicality related to the handling of his sample, which saved him from a 50-game suspension. Yet this was not the end of his doping allegations. In 2013, Braun's name surfaced again in the biogenesis scandal, a high-profile doping case implicating several MLB players. This time, Braun could not escape the consequences. The evidence was compelling, and Braun accepted a 65-game suspension, admitting to his use of performance-enhancing substances while recovering from an injury. Braun's fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of the potential perils of attempting to gain an unfair advantage in sports. His case also highlights the stringent measures taken by sports organizations like MLB to ensure a level playing field and maintain the integrity of the sport. Number 13, Justin Gatlin, doping in athletics. Justin Gatlin, the American sprinter who has been a prominent figure in athletics for over a decade, has had a career punctuated by impressive victories and controversial doping allegations. Gatlin's professional career began on a high note, winning gold in the 100 meters at the 2004 Athens Olympics. However, Gatlin's burgeoning career was disrupted when he tested positive for testosterone, or its precursor, in 2006, a significant doping violation. This was not Gatlin's first brush with doping. He had previously been banned in 2001 for amphetamine usage, which he appealed successfully, attributing it to medication for his attention deficit disorder. The 2006 positive test, however, led to a 4-year ban from athletics, significantly stalling Gatlin's career. Despite this setback, Gatlin made a successful return to the sport, winning multiple medals at the World Athletics Championships and consistently challenging the dominance of sprint legend Usain Bolt. Gatlin's journey underscores the stringent anti-doping regulations in athletics and the potential repercussions of doping violations on athletes' careers. His story also highlights the possibility of redemption and the importance of perseverance in the face of challenges. Despite his past, Gatlin remains one of the most recognized figures in athletics, embodying both the controversies and the competitive spirit of the sport. Number 14. Mike Tyson, biting incident in boxing. Mike Tyson, one of the most recognized names in boxing, was renowned for his explosive power and intimidating presence in the ring. However, one incident in particular cast a shadow over his otherwise illustrious career: the biting incident involving Evander Holyfield during their 1997 rematch, dubbed as the Bite Fight. The infamous match saw Tyson resorting to an unthinkable act, biting Holyfield's ear not once but twice, leading to his disqualification. The second bite was so severe it removed a portion of Holyfield's right ear. This shocking behavior led to Tyson's boxing license being temporarily revoked and a $3 million fine. The incident marred Tyson's reputation and is remembered as one of the most notorious events in sporting history. The Tyson-Holyfield Bite Fight serves as a vivid reminder of the importance of sportsmanship and ethical conduct in sports. Despite the intense competition and high stakes, athletes are expected to uphold certain standards of behavior, both for the integrity of the sport and the safety of all participants. Number 15. Floyd Landis, doping in cycling. Floyd Landis, a former professional cyclist, was once celebrated as the winner of the 2006 Tour de France, a feat that would soon be overshadowed by scandal. Just days after his victory, Landis tested positive for synthetic testosterone, an illegal performance-enhancing drug. Despite his vehement denial of the charges and a protracted legal battle, Landis was eventually stripped of his Tour de France title in 2007. He also received a 2-year ban from professional cycling, marking a significant downfall in his career. The incident added to the string of doping scandals that have plagued professional cycling, painting a grim picture of the extent of drug use within the sport. It also underscored the strict anti-doping rules in professional sports and the severe consequences of their violation. Landis's story serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of cheating in sports. While the use of performance-enhancing drugs might offer a temporary edge, it ultimately leads to ruin, undermining the spirit of fair competition, tarnishing the athlete's reputation, and potentially causing irreversible damage to their career.